Hey everyone, this is Enrage Warrior. I tried out originally, ran some other cards. I tried to make it a little better. It's still terrible. I went 0-7. This deck had a 55% win rate on HS replay, which is why I took it. I'm letting you know this deck is terrible, and Warrior, you should be personally offended by it, all right? That it's like such a slap in the face. Because here's the problem. You just play stuff and your opponent just out-tempo you every time. Like, you can't keep up. You can't keep up with their pressure. You don't have any ways to stabilize. You don't have, and there just aren't tools. So you can go with like the super control style where you run 80,000 removals, but then you don't have any way to win games. But yeah, like the bottom line is just like all the cards, even if you control the board, you're just taking damage left and right. Just everything is just so inefficient compared to other cards, and it just doesn't really work. Just Warrior just can't keep up with the efficiency. You know, you remove some minions and then they develop even more and hit you in the face. This deck is just utter trash, and it's a shame because I wanted to believe, but I just want to let you know I had to craft a legendary for this deck. And I don't really know, don't play this deck, but I want to show you games that shows you the sheer hopelessness of Warrior. So anyways, 0-7. Like, I couldn't win one game, despite the fact that somehow this has above 50% win rate on HS replay over 770 games. I don't understand. So unless your opponents are just like waiting back and doing nothing, because the idea looks really cool, right? You buff up your stuff with Lothar. We got a 17 attack Remoria one game, but our face was frozen, so it didn't even matter. So, but what you could do is do Blackrock and then go Lothar and just have ridiculously big minions. The original list was running the Trench Stalker, but like this card, it's pointless. So, bottom line is this deck sucks. It just doesn't work. I wanted to believe that maybe like the idea is that you kind of fall back in the early game, you play your Blackrock, and then you do some powerful stuff to swing back. But the problem is, let's say you do a swing back on board with something like Decimator Olgra, well then you're already at like 8 health and then they just kill you with burn. Or let's say, and like, so it's often, there's just, by the time you can get back, you swing back, your life is too low, and you don't have that time to leverage your value. So even when things go well, they don't go well enough. So yeah, it is brutal. I tried, the original list was also running the new Warrior card, Roaring Applause. This card you can just never play. It's just so bad because you need to be fighting for board, and I'm like, oh, am I going to spend 2 mana on my finally have board to draw cards? No, I need to keep playing tempo to try and like to stay in the game. So yeah, the whole deck is just like Warrior just reeks of inefficiency. Everything about it just feels utterly trash. Everything about it is just like you just can't keep up with any deck that does powerful things, which is starting to be all of them. So in theory, and the one game we had against Blood Death Knight, they happened to be running a greedy Blood Knight deck list too. They ran Lothar, and then they just outstatted us. So they even won the Temple War against us. So we thought, oh, we're going to beat the Blood Death Knights because they're going to be removing. We get our Lothar down, we get our Blackrock down, and we win from there. But in practice, it didn't even work. So anyways, gotcha games, you guys, showing you how terrible this deck is. Enjoy. 100%. Okay, I mean, yeah. It's like you just don't have anything strong to do in the early turns. Like, you just don't have this way of like, you know, like this deck would really, I feel like, benefit. Oh god, I'm just gonna get wrecked here. Like, this happens every time.
So full of sin.
Is it safe to feed?
And yet, so sweet.
To perfection.
Like, all we need to do is figure out like how we don't get wrecked by tempo decks in the early game. But I mean, I don't know.
Fresh fell steel. Hot out of the kiln.
My blood boils for war. Don't break it. If three rights make a left, if three rights make a left.
Like, we're just getting wrecked by every tempo deck that just plays cards. The 4-mana pirate? What's the 4-mana pirate?
I see.
Really good? No? Probably no.
To the face.
Probably it was the 4-mana pirate. Taunt weapon guy? Dude, turn 4, it's art. Like, this is what I mean. Like, how do you just keep up with, like, any deck that does this shit? You know what I mean? Sword Eater? Oh, Sword Eater. Yeah, guess not.
I don't have enough mana.
Like,
I wonder.
it's just like... No. Chad, I think I might make a YouTube video out of this, but then call it the worst deck of all time.
Who's hiding now?
It's actually funny, God. Chad, I can't win one game. It's just so bad. Like, look just how efficiently they just remove. They're just like, yeah, fuck you.
Hey, speak to me.
Wait, what? That's what I mean. It's like, look, how am I supposed to just, they just win on turn 4 and it's over. Okay, I hit an out. I hit an out that legally keeps me in the game, but who gives a shit, all right? Like, I happen to have my shitty risky skipper, so I can technically be alive for one more turn before I die.
My blood boils for war.
Alright, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. Yeah. Hilarious. Oh, top deck the lethal. Okay, it's just like this. This deck is an insult to everything. Like every person. Chad, you should be You should be personally offended that this deck is so bad. Just with the. But it's just interesting that it even wins it all, even at those ranks, you know.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Me have bags for you.
struggle, the better.
Like I'm gonna like if I can't kill my own borders, but I do get to pop my own eggs, which is kind of good, right? So I do the risky skipper lifestyle here. Seems okay.
True strength rises from the ashes. Burn away the blight.
What server is this? This is Asia.
An island lo-fi is on the come up.
So I think while you still pay attention to win rates, even though they can clearly be biased, is that okay. Is that you don't know like what is like why certain decks if they crush like this, but why, you know, I don't know. Why does it like it get better at legend even? You know, it's like an interesting question. Alright, let's see. Well, we got Lothamar for next turn. Alright. Coin Lothamar next turn. But then like then why are there so many decks that this doesn't apply to? You know, it's like why is this deck good at bad rank? Because there are other decks that are just also good at bad ranks. You know what I mean? So I think that's the. All right, we got the Lothamar. All right. No, yeah, so. Because you also have people who are bad at the game who are playing this deck too. So it's like, but that being said, like, what I'm saying is just like, you still should look at stats, but know that, I mean, this is a sample size of 200, so there's tons of biases. 770 a dime through legend. Its win rate's not as good there, but.
Me have bad for you.
It's a bad top deck.
Vengeance for the vanquished.
For a master tactician.
Wait, what? They're running this card too? Wait. You see a Lothamar. You think that of me. I am the one who Lothamars. I know, right? Alright. Alright.
Your souls belong to the left.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to do.
The citadel stands strong.
No! I needed that. Do I take Acolyte here? Actually, I think I take Sir Finley. Acolyte could be a lot of card draw though. Let's take Acolyte. Okay, do Instrument Tech. Good.
Let the pain speak to
Okay.
me.
Let's see if this gets any good card draw. I haven't drawn any depths. Oh, nice card.
Pick me! Pick me! I ain't talking! Complete!
I have to beat double the size of minions here. It's such bullshit. This sucks, chat. And I drew like a freaking weapon. I didn't.
Perfection!
Bring the pain.
Alright. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. I think I'm gonna die. Okay. Because I draw Sir Finley next turn? I don't know. I think I'm gonna die. I like how I finally hit the good stuff, chat. Oh god, and it just doesn't like... Are even that necessary? So here's the problem with, hey, I don't think insert card in this deck is good, is because you'll run into like, all right, we'll replace it with other insert card that is bad. So I got to rank 7K.
Pick me! Pick me!
Wait. Oh, I'm frozen! If I wasn't frozen, I could actually... Oh, I actually would be like just off lethal here. Oh, it's so brutal. I would actually like potentially have lethal. Oh, God. This is stupid.
Your blood for the sire!
Play it, you don't go unfrozen.
Make them bleed!
I mean, it's actually such a cool effect that you could just hit him in the face for 17 every turn if you could get to that like point in the game, but you can't.